That was close.
Hello, everyone. Today is May 20th, 2020. Unfortunately, a little bit of sad news today. Shad Gaspard of the WWE was reported this past weekend missing after getting swept away in a riptide in Venice Beach. Unfortunately, his body was found washed up on the shore yesterday. Son was with him when they got swept out, but the son, who's age 10, was recovered. So prayers go out to the Gaspard family. So now let's move on to some more upbeat news. NCAA is allowing voluntary workouts for football and basketball to resume on June 1st, although, albeit in a very minimal capacity. They will be allowed to report back to campus and do some of their voluntary workouts on campus and kind of get ready to resume towards their normal activities. The Big 12 has a voting deadline to agree to resume activities. It is set to May 31st. They feel that if they can start on that date, then they should be able to get everything up and running for that July practices, so that way they can start the season in August. And other news coming out of the NCAA is the NCAA released their academic progress rate report, which is known as the APR. 15 Division I schools will face postseason bans over the results. This APR is a 4-year rate of 50% graduation. So if a program did not meet that graduation rate of 50% within the 4 years, then they are ineligible to compete in postseason. So now we're going to move over to the NBA. So the NBA is now expecting to set player return rules around June 1st. So they will meet together and have some rules in place when the players can start returning and get back ready, so that way they can play the season that they were originally going to play. So now on to MLB news. MLB came out this past weekend and were doing some of their initial reports on how they were going to return to baseball. In that report, they were going to do daily testing for personnel in stadium, in staff, players, everybody that's going to be there. They're putting them into tiers of importance. Some of the rules that include no spitting or tobacco, no eating sunflower seeds, no showering at the stadium, being no buffet. You aren't allowed to use Uber or any other travel services to get to and from the field. If you're at your home ballpark, you're not allowed to go to a bar afterwards. You're barred from doing that. You have to use different baseballs if it's touched by more than the pitcher and the catcher. So any ball put in play you're going to have to get a new baseball, whether it's bunted or hit in play or whatever. After an out, you're not allowed to throw around the horn. You're not allowed to throw around the horn after a strikeout. It has to go back to the pitcher. Maybe even thrown out in that situation. Another weird one was that anybody that is handling the bullpen baseballs or the game baseballs, they have to be wearing gloves in order to rub down the baseballs with the mud. A lot of players have come out and, obviously speaking anonymously, said, what if I dive and I get dirt in my mouth? What are they going to do then? And one of the big things for me, they also said, is that there is no usage of recovery equipment. So no, hot, cold tubs, no, nothing to aid in recovery, which is huge for players in order to be able to play day in, day out. Was watching the KBO today, and Tim Kirchin came on and said that he's heard rumors of, instead of that 82 game season that everybody's hearing, is actually going to be probably a 60 game season. So it brings a lot of points in. How long is it going to be? How strenuous is it going to be? What's it going to look like? With the fans, with the stadium, like, is it going to run like a model like the KBO is doing, which has been working out very well? But one of the big ones for me, though, that came out today in MLB News was Tom Glavine coming out saying that if there is no baseball played this year because for economic reasons between the players' dispute and the MLB disputing how to pay the players, then the players could face the backlash and the blame for not playing baseball. And he said it's much like the 94-95 season where he was a player rep and the players wanted fair pay for the season and they ended up not even playing. They played a shortened season. So it's not a good look for baseball if that happens. I mean, in 95 when it happened, it pretty much was almost the end of baseball until the Sosa-McGuire home run race kind of reinvigorated baseball. So now we're going to move over to the NFL. So NFL came out today after releasing their Rooney Rule and some of their minority coach and ownership, kind of their incentives that they were talking about. So they decided to table the incentives for hiring an African American coach or a minority coach or GM. So where you get like a third round draft improvement, or and you retain them for a year, you can improve your draft status in the third round, fourth round. They actually tabled that, meaning that there's going to be no vote at the present moment, but that issue can be brought up at a later date and time. So what they decided today to do was they improved upon the Rooney Rule, which was you had to interview at least one minority coach. So today they ruled that in order to, from an outside organization, you have to interview two minority candidates instead of the one that was in the past. You have to interview two for head coach. And then for coordinator, if you have an open position, you have to interview at least one. And I believe in the past that you didn't even have to interview at minority coach for coordinator positions. And this brings me to my last little tidbit of the day, and that's, it has to do with the NFL as well, and that is Aldon Smith's conditional reinstatement. So Aldon Smith was given a contract in April for 1 year, $4 million. So with him being conditionally reinstated, that means that he will finally be back in the league for the first time since 2015. That is a 4-year span because of legal and substance abuse. Now, the conditions for him to get paid are pretty crazy. I don't know if this has really been done before like this. So basically, for him getting reinstated, he is getting paid $90,000 just for being reinstated. Then if he remains reinstated and passes all the tests and everything like that, then he'll get another $50,000. Now, when he reports to training camp and makes it there, he'll get $100,000. So once he's in training camp and he's there, and then after the second preseason game, he'll get another $100,000. Then at the end of preseason, he'll get another $100,000. So if he doesn't even make the 53-man roster, the Cowboys will have paid him $440,000. However, if he does make the team, his base salary will be $910,000. And then he will make $40,625 every game that he is on the active 53-man roster, totaling $650,000 on the year. Now, this contract to me is a little bit crazy because there's a lot of really good players that are looking to play. Obviously, Aldon Smith being a 7th overall pick and being really good at football has a lot of issues. So him being reinstated conditionally, he's got to jump through a lot of hoops to be able to even play again. So my question is, why does someone like Aldon Smith get a second shot after 4 years of being out of the game? It's a very interesting situation that the Cowboys are getting themselves in, but obviously if they see someone that can help them win games on the defensive side of the ball, then, go for it. But hopefully Aldon Smith has cleaned everything up, and he'll go on to have a pretty successful NFL career. But that's all the news I have for today, so please like and subscribe and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Thank you for watching.
Down one.
I confirmed.
There's a guy here by an RPG. From the back. You gotta pick me up because I got a lot of cash.
Lots of green here if you're running low.
I've got you.
Pick up my cash.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Our teammate just picked that for her. Oh, this could be clutch. Oh, here I come back. How much overtime do we have left?
I am marked.
We got first place.
Yeah, but we got to finish in
win.
first.
I'm coming back. We need to deposit this. I don't know where to go though.
Huh?
300K on you.
Dude, I can't be downed. I have 300. Oh, so is Fox.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Dude. Vehicle coming in.
Bounty target is down. Well done.
Oh, we just got some more. Let's go. We need to pick that up, pick up his money, and then we need to hide. We're well in first place. We cannot lose this money. I'm gonna go to the top.
Got movement.
Let's go!
Let's go! He just jumped out of the window. Oh, he jumped again.
Congrats, Dan.
These guys are very good.
Dude.
Keep doing boots.
Down. Down in that window.
Yeah,
Guys on the hill back up here.
yeah, I see him. I only got 55 shots though.
Another guy. I downed him with my last bullet.
Yeah.
Mark is green. Hey, vehicle. I really want to try and shoot it. Yep. Full team wipe. Right here, if you need shit.
I broke that guy on my mark.
Contact.
Okay.